Welcome to the Chef's Kitchen. I'm your host, Maria Valletta, and we're here at the Morris Black Theater at the PBS 39 Studios in Bethlehem. And joining us is Chef Michael Solomonov from Zahav Restaurant.
How are you?
Great to work with you again.
So good to be here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef's Kitchen.
I'm really, really excited.
What are we going to make today?
We are going to make, we're going to do like a little duo of beef. I got into this, so what we got here is a short rib of
That's
beef,
a huge short rib.
It's
I mean,
awesome.
you go into a store, you don't really get that.
You don't, and everybody's like short rib, short rib, short rib. And I had to do this like a kosher dinner a while ago, and the ovens weren't that good, and everyone braised short ribs, right?
Yeah,
That's the only way
absolutely.
We're supposed to do it. But we actually had to slow roast them because I was scared. I had to use disposable aluminum containers, and I thought that the liquid like spill all over the oven. So we couldn't do that.
You needed Morris Black oven designs,
I know, that was,
and that kind of thing.
Next time I
Everything
do a
would have
kosher
been
dinner in
perfect.
some stranger's house, I'm going to request that. But we couldn't have that, so we had to slow roast it, and it was like accidental and amazing.
Really?
So now that's, I swear by it too. You've got this amazing marbling, and you got this nice layer of fat.
And it's bone in?
This is bone in, absolutely. And we're just going to put a little bit of salt with some black cardamom on there. And a little bit of turmeric.
I smell cardamom over here somewhere.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really smoky. A little turmeric, a little cumin.
All your herbs are so really fresh, and I find that at your restaurant, it's the same thing.
Well, we take our spices really, really seriously, and we've got a master spice blender in New York, which is like the most expensive thing that you could possibly do, but
Really?
but it's worth it. I mean, look, this stuff is amazing, and if you want to, I'm all about simple cooking, but you need fantastic ingredients, So we've got our short rib that we've salted. We're just going to take some of these like baby carrots, and like these are all local farmers. I don't even like peel them. I don't clean them. I rinse them off really briefly, and then just kind of throw them in. And then you can kind of put in like whatever you want. Like we got some spring onions that we just got last week.
Perfect for the season.
Perfect, exactly. We're just gonna like throw those guys in.
So is this a dish you serve on the menu at Zahav?
Actually, we're doing this in a form right now. We're gonna actually incorporate two dishes that we have on the menu right now to sort of do a duo of beef. All right, kohlrabi, okay, which looks pretty crazy. Have you had this before?
I have had a kohlrabi salad.
Okay.
It's really got a nice crunchy texture.
Exactly. It's like almost like a broccoli stem kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like really bright, really vibrant. And again, we're just going to keep the skin on. It'll roast, and as this beef cooks, the fat is just going to sort of melt and cook the vegetables, which is great. All right. So we're just going to throw this into an oven.
What degree are you going to put the oven on?
I like to go slow. So you can go like 275 degrees for 5 hours, we'll call it, okay? And I'm all about basting, but you actually don't need to do that because the fat just sort of drips right on top of the meat. It's amazing. Really, really simple, really, really low tech.
Its own juice is
It's the way to go, yeah, exactly. All right, so while that's going, we're gonna go over here and you're gonna actually help me out.
Do you need any more of the carrots for the kohlrabi, Chef?
I don't,
Okay.
thank you.
Great.
Thank you. So we're gonna take a little bit of dry aged ground beef and a little bit of soaked jasmine rice. Now we soak it, and what it does, it sucks in some of the it's less dry, right? So you don't get, have you ever made like stuffed vegetables with rice and the rice is undercooked?
Yeah, like the stuffed peppers.
Exactly.
And you put rice in there instead of beef, say.
Like half the time it works and half the time you end up eating raw rice.
Okay.
So we like to soak it overnight and that'll plump it up and it'll soften pretty easily. So we're just gonna throw that in. Okay, a little bit of tomato. And this is just like canned tomato. You can kind of use whatever you want. All right. And some pine nuts that we've toasted.
You have garlic and everything in there, so a little bit of flavored tomato.
Definitely. You can do raw, you can do flavored, you can use like whatever tomato sauce you kind of have.
Sure.
We're gonna throw in an egg, okay? And then you're gonna get super messy over here and throw in all this meat.
I'm gonna throw in all that meat.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. We use dry aged ground beef, and that is it's like a little bit gnarly. Dry aged meat is amazing because it's really sort of pungent, but it looks sometimes like a little terrifying, but it's really, really good. So you're gonna mix that up.
So I'm gonna mix this up.
I'm gonna stay clean over here, all right?
No fair.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know. We're gonna throw a little bit of salt in there too, and a little bit more black pepper, okay?
This is kind of gooey.
Yeah, it is. You're gonna have to like throw out all your rings and you have to redo your nails. It's fine.
Stay tuned for more from the Morris Black Theater. We're back with Chef Michael Solomonov of Zahav.
All right, so you're gonna mix that up, and while that's happening, we've got here grape leaves, okay? And I think most people's introduction to grape leaves are the stuffed grape leaves that you get out of a can.
Yep.
That are like, I like them, but they're not that good.
the texture is kind of funny, and the flavor seems a little off.
You're like, it tastes almost metallic, right?
Yes.
But so real grape leaves, I mean, people go out into the yard and they pick grape leaves and they stuff them and they poach them right away, all right? We don't have access here in Pennsylvania, exactly. Or not that many.
Actually, we do, but not, you know.
It's a pain to try to go get them, and I've tried, believe me. So we take the canned grape leaves and we blanch them in boiling water, and that takes out some of that like funkiness that you don't necessarily want, okay?
It probably tenderizes them a little bit
Exactly.
so you can roll them.
And they're also preserved in tons of salt, which you don't necessarily want, okay? So we're just gonna lay these guys out.
Maybe that's what it is, the salty taste. So this is gonna be really fresh.
Oh yeah.
Which is just like everything you do at your restaurant. And you have a bunch of other restaurants in the works,
We do.
don't
We've
you?
got Zahav, and we have Percy Street Barbecue, and we've got Federal Donuts, a few of those. And we're about to open Dizengoff, which is going to be a hummusia, which is like just a place that serves hummus. And right next to it, we're going to open a restaurant called Abe Fisher, which is going to be, Zahav is sort of like Jewish Middle Eastern. This is the opposite. This is like New York, Montreal, Paris, sort of Jewish
more
cooking.
modern?
I guess more modern in a way. I mean, it's like not sort of post-Babylon. It's like in the last few hundred years.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more, and we're going to actually, serve even a little bit of pork, too.
Ooh.
Because, I'm
Dangerous
Jewish.
there.
We like, every time we go to Chinatown, it's like lobster, and we're going to go like this. We're going to lay it out. All right? You're going to throw a little like, right there. Cool. Even a little bit less is fine?
All right.
Okay, great.
Oh, there's onions in there.
Exactly. So we're going to roll this up kind of like a burrito.
Okay.
So you're just going to go like this.
So what do you think of our new studio kitchen here, Chef?
Oh my God, it's beautiful, beautiful. I grew up in Pittsburgh, so all the sort of steel stuff happening outside warms my heart, But it's amazing, really, really good. All right, so beautiful, just like that, okay? So
Yep.
we can do this one more time.
Yep. Yeah, Morris Black designed this for us, and it's great because they do home design as well with their professional designers. And am I doing this right?
That's perfect.
And they've been around for 100 years. Does it need a little more?
No, that's
Okay,
cool, that's
okay.
great. All right, so we're gonna roll it.
And I
We're
would
just gonna
love for them
fold
to
this
come and
up.
design my kitchen because I really could use the help.
I know. I'm hoping with all these restaurants, eventually I'll be able to build a nice kitchen for my family. So
They
I'm
do
gonna give them a
corporate
ring.
restaurants as well,
Do they?
They
Awesome,
do.
Awesome. Well, it's a beautiful kitchen. We've got our beautiful grape leaves right here.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is just put them here in
this
a
one
little
real quick.
pot. Yeah. Okay. And you wanna find a container that is nice and tight that keeps it in because we're gonna poach it, and you don't want like excess liquid sort of floating around. Okay.
Yep. Let's see if I can
Just
roll
like
this
that.
one.
I think you got it. You got like natural grape leaf talent here.
I know that
You've
my
done this
bowls are-
before.
Don't say that until it's actually finished.
That looks beautiful. Awesome. Now you can use like Swiss chard. You can use kale.
Okay.
You can even use lettuce leaves. People will stuff lettuce leaves.
Okay.
And all of it is the same principle. You want to find great ingredients, season them very aggressively, and then steam them. We're just going to add a little bit of water to this.
Okay.
And we're going to add just a shot of lemon juice. All right. And they're also going to go back in our oven. We're going to do this. We can cook these slow, like the short rib as well. And what's going to happen is they're going to absorb all that liquid.
Okay.
The meat is going to cook, the rice is going to steam, and you end up with this right
These
here.
beauties.
Okay.
Look at that.
If we were like old school, this would be the way that we serve it, But I don't know. I love eating at Vietnamese restaurants, and they always grill their stuffed grape leaves. And I thought, why
yeah.
not just do that? It's amazing texture,
And you have
it's really
like
nice
that
and snappy.
charcoal grill at
Exactly,
Zahav.
exactly. It makes perfect sense. But in the Middle East, for some reason, they don't do that, which is crazy. So don't tell anybody in the Middle East because we're gonna.
You're changing
we're
things
gonna,
up.
Yeah. So let's get this guy lit.
But that's where your creativity, I think, comes in, and why, Zahav is just appeals to so many people from all different cultures.
Food is really personal, right?
Yes.
So if you make traditional food in Philadelphia, not with Israeli ingredients, Israelis get really upset. If you're in Israel and you want to go eat Moroccan food, you go to a Moroccan restaurant or Moroccan person's home. You don't have it all sort of
one
homogenized.
place.
Exactly. So we like to be able to do that. And the fact that we're also in Pennsylvania and don't have access to things like tomatoes all year round makes us, we have to be a little creative.
Creative, add more spice, higher spice blender.
Exactly, hence cooking grape leaves in a pan afterwards, all right? So while that is going, we're gonna make a little bit of tahina sauce. We're gonna throw in a little bit of garlic. So everyone knows this as tahini or tahina. We say tahina,
Tahina.
which is like as many consonants as you can put together. Sounds like Klingon a little bit. All right, we're gonna throw a little lemon in there.
Now, most people buy this at the store pre-made
They
in
do.
a jar, but you make it.
We make it, I mean, we go
For the
through
restaurant.
like so much of this, it's absurd. All right, so we're gonna blend this now. Now the reason for this, it's gonna mellow the garlic. You know, if you eat like overly garlic food or even like the canned sort of hummus, it like stays with you a little bit. And you
Yeah,
have like
it stings,
crazy breath afterwards, you
And
know?
it's pungent.
It's pungent, and that is not what anything should be. I mean, I think that's also the misconception with Italian food, is that it should be overly garlicky. It's not like that, okay?
So you let this sit for how long?
We're gonna let this sit for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
Stay tuned for more with Chef Michael Solomonov. We're back with more from the Morris Black Theater.
So this is the sesame
Beautiful,
seed
right?
base.
It's like nice, homogenized. It's almost got like a roasted peanut butter thing going on. We're gonna pour some of this in here.
Have you been in the kitchens of the Sands?
Kitchen? No, I have
Casino?
not. I have
Because
not.
Morris Black also did their kitchens. I don't think they went with the red cabinets, but
Well, we should go do something
check it
there.
out,
Yeah,
do
let's go
something
cook
there.
some
Absolutely.
Middle Eastern food over there.
I guess when you have 100 years experience, then you can start to play with, they do, you know, the modern stuff and
Yeah.
the Tuscany stuff and the beautiful white cabinets and, you know,
Well, they-
if you have a home, you can really customize it and they have special designs.
I want them to
love.
come into my house
Me
and pimp it
too.
out. That's what I need. My wife would be thrilled. So we're gonna pour a little of that in there. Okay, a little lemon, a little garlic. We're gonna throw a little salt and some more cumin. And then
If you don't have a mixer, could you do this by hand or
absolutely,
would it just take too long?
you could do it by hand. It would actually take no time at all, and you could even do that too by hand. You could just mince up garlic
Okay.
and throw it in. If you want to actually start this on speed 1, all right. So while you're doing that, we're gonna just start searing these guys. Okay? Okay, I can stay. So we're gonna add a little bit of lemon juice to that too. And you can see it. It looks pretty gross, right?
Oh, it kind of looks like peanut butter, except it's not peanuts.
So when everyone makes like hummus or whatever, they always like throw everything in the blender and then puree it all,
Yeah.
which is not what you should be doing.
Oh.
What we do is aerate.
I've been
our
doing that.
tahini. I know. Well, then it gets really pasty,
I
and
will
then you have to
confess.
dilute it with water. So what we're gonna do is make this nice and aerated and nice and whipped. Actually, if you could grab a little bit of cold water,
Yeah.
that would be great.
Just add about a tablespoon.
Yeah, you can do a little bit more than that.
That's my favorite thing about your hummus at Zahav, and I can't believe you're going to open this little, what do you call it?
Hummus, yeah.
Hummus.
Yeah,
It's just that and the laffa bread.
I know. I appreciate that. We take a lot
Addictive.
of pride.
Totally
I know.
addictive.
I know. Sometimes we think it might be a little easier just to do that, you know?
A little more?
Straight up. Let's let this go a little bit faster.
Yeah.
See? It's getting like a little bit moosey.
Fast forward.
Right, exactly. All right, so we're gonna let that whip.
That's really going now.
Yeah, beautiful.
And how are our grape leaves here?
Grape leaves are looking really good. They're going nice and slow. We're gonna check on our short rib that is cooked for about 5 hours or
What
so.
kind of oil are you using?
We're using olive oil.
This?
Okay,
Yourself?
let's stick this guy over here.
Yeah, this I feel like is a dish that you can make at home, and it doesn't, you don't need a lot of prep.
No, you don't. I
And
mean,
so you get to talk to your guests while that's cooking.
you do, or you get to do whatever it is that you need to do. There isn't not a lot of deglazing, no basting. It's really, really simple. And what you can do, what I would actually recommend, is salting it like 2 days before, so
Okay.
it gets a nice sort of cure in. And this is it. I mean, it's ready to go. We're gonna plate this guy up. All right.
All right.
Okay. So, got our
good.
grape leaves. Let's just give these guys a flip. So, these guys are roasting really nicely, and you can smell the olive oil now is sort of perfumed with that grape leaf. You know, it smells almost olivey.
I was just going to ask you too, which type of oil you decided to use for that olive oil.
We like to use, Greek olive oil is really good. I like to use
I like
Lebanese
Greek
olive oil a lot. I mean, quite honestly, there's fantastic California oil too. You know.
Yeah,
So whatever
I was
you're
just out in
comfortable
Napa, so I totally
Were ya?
agree with you. Yep.
with. What are you doing out there?
Wine tasting? What else do you do in Napa?
Rough life.
Yes.
You know. Not like the rest of us
Well,
here
you
working.
know, I'm a
working
certified
in-
sommelier. I have to
Were ya?
taste wine for a
Good.
living.
It was only 7 degrees on the East Coast for like a month. Thanks a lot. All right, so we're gonna take this guy out. All right, now this is like ready to go. I mean, I like to serve short rib sort of chops with the
Yeah.
bone in, but what you can do is also carve it really, really nicely. So if you want, you could just serve it like this and put a fork in it, and everybody goes to town. You could slice beautiful little chops out of it as well by going right down, or you can carve it like we're gonna do.
Okay. I want to see
So we're
you
gonna
carve
go.
it here.
Those grape leaves, we can take those guys off.
Yeah. grab a set of tongs. Get these guys out.
Beautiful. Now check that out. It's almost got like a barbecue thing. What's
Yeah.
great about this, in addition to being very simple, is that you don't dilute it with any other flavor. You know, braising is fantastic, but you're adding liquid to this sort of perfectly marbled meat, you know? So the slow roast is great because it's really nice and sort of pure.
And then it concentrates, I think, the flavors,
Exactly.
'cause you're not diluting it with any juice or liquid.
Exactly. And then, you know, you braises are great, but then you have to reduce, you have to clarify, you have to do all this stuff. And this is just
Do you
sort
need
of
a
slice
pan
it.
or shall I?
No, we're all good.
Great. It does look beautiful.
It's awesome, right?
Stay tuned for more of the Chef's Kitchen. We're back with more from the Morris Black Theater.
So you've got these vegetables that we just put them in there and we put salt on them. I mean, they're amazing, right?
They look beautiful from
Right.
the color from the turmeric.
Exactly, from the turmeric, and they've got really, really nice sort of aromatic. All right, so I guess we're gonna plate now.
Yeah, sure.
I guess we better do this. You ready to go?
I am ready to go.
So we're gonna take our tahina off.
So is that going to be our sauce?
This is our sauce. All right, we're just gonna do maybe a little spoon drag. And this, because we sort of stabilized the garlic and the lemon, this will sit in your fridge for 5 days.
Okay.
So you could use it really for whatever you want.
So you can make it a head, which
Exactly,
is great.
make it a head, and it makes a really nice dip as well, okay? So we're just gonna go like that, okay?
So what kind of wine would you pour with this at the restaurant?
Gosh, I mean, I think that with the turmeric and with sort of the gaminess of the short rib, you could probably do like Grenache, Syrah. I think a cab would be fantastic, you know?
Which even Israel's producing some fabulous wines right now.
Definitely.
From
Really, really nice, fantastic big wines too, you know? Almost like
that
they've got that.
like hold up to the rustic food and the
Exactly.
charcoal
Exactly.
skewers you do and so forth.
Exactly. It like mixes with the terroir really nicely. All right, so how are we gonna plate this up?
I don't know.
Let's
How do you wanna do
I
it,
don't
Chef?
even know. We're gonna go grape leaf over here. You know what we should do? We should make it really fancy. We should cut the grape leaves, right?
Oh.
Okay.
Take your time, Chef. We've got plenty of time.
Okay, good. And we're gonna make it sort of run up the plate. We'll go. Psh.
This is your muse right now. You've
This is
got-
it, I know.
Well, it's the white canvas. You've got the white plate.
I know, and it
And
like
you're creating
like I
your
said, if any
masterpiece.
traditional Israeli cook saw this, they would be offended that I was being so dainty with everything. But hey, that's what we do,
Well,
you know.
we're not judging. Morris Black is happy that you're here cooking in their
Thank
kitchen.
you so much. You
We're
want to taste
happy
this, by the
to.
way?
What is? Yeah.
Stuffed grape leaf. That's your stuffed grape leaf.
My stuff grape.
Good, right?
It is so good.
So we're just gonna lay this
The
down right
pine
here.
nuts are so fabulous in it. Gives you the extra crunch.
Yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, you've
It's
got.
not the rice that's crunchy.
It's
the
not. I
pine
know.
nuts.
I know. I was trying to explain that. I used to make staff meal at a veterinary restaurant when I worked there, and I would always try to make these like pilafs, and half the time I would undercook the rice, and everyone thought I was putting almonds in the rice.
the rice.
And they're like, "Wow, that almond pilaf is delicious," and I'm like, "Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Right on, dude." Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go like this. All right, and then we're gonna go over here. We're gonna take our
Probably
vegetables.
you even use some of the parsley. It
Yeah,
looks
totally.
pretty.
You wanna pick some?
Yeah.
Here we go. Just pick a couple leaves.
Do you want like it? Like
No
this?
sprigs.
You
Let's do
want
leaves.
No sprigs.
Yeah, that
Okay,
was
just leaves.
so last year, you know. All right, so we're gonna lay down our vegetables here. Yeah,
I'm
and
so
it's-
excited for your new restaurants to open.
I know,
You've
we're
had
looking
such
forward to having
success here in Philadelphia.
Well,
It's a great restaurant town, isn't it? And Lehigh Valley. I mean, this should be the place where you open up next.
I know. I know. You know, a lot of people are telling us that, and I haven't been out here in ages, and it is like stunning. It's beautiful. And then we'll do. Let's just do one little onion right over there, okay? And then let's put a little bit more tahini
So that's
sauce.
the onion. There's the kohlrabi.
Yep. So we got kohlrabi, we have garlic, we have carrots. Do like just a little of that.
Dainty but delicious.
Yep. And then I think we'll put some parsley down. And we'll just make it run down the plate. All right, so we're ready to go.
All right.
Well, all right, so here it is.
Oh,
We
it
got our
looks
slow
great,
roasted
Chef.
short
I
rib.
can't wait to taste
We've got
it.
our dried beef sort of stuffed grape leaves. We have a little tahina, and we've got the confit
Tahina.
vegetables.
I
Tahina.
gotta learn
Oh my
how to
God.
say that correctly.
You're a natural. All right, do you want a bite or what?
Yes, I do. Okay.
Awesome.
Fork and knife for you.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna dig in as well. Oh, this is gonna be one luscious piece of meat. I want to get a little bit of this carrot too because he looks so
And have
fabulous.
some garlic.
Go for the garlic. It's
Yeah.
golden and gorgeous. Wow. That is amazing. I really can't believe the tahina.
Yeah.
Tahina on the short rib, how good that is
It's
together.
cool. I mean, because we don't ever mix dairy and meat together at Zahav. So you've got this sort of really luscious, really creamy, rich sauce that there's no dairy in it at all.
And it tastes creamy like there is.
Awesome.
Excellent dish, Michael. Thank you for joining
so
us.
much.
It's great to have you on the Chef's
great to
Kitchen.
be here.
And thanks to Morris Black for creating this beautiful kitchen for us.
Thanks, Morris Black.
Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you very much.
For the viewer who is passionate about food and wine, the Chef's Kitchen provides tips and techniques from the country's most exclusive restaurants. Tune in next time to see one of the nation's top chefs, such as George Perrier, Roberto Dana, Jose Garces, Michael Schlau, or Tony Clark, as they share their culinary talents and unique creativity. Learn how to make the delectable dishes and hit creations they're serving in today's restaurants, or impress your family with a culinary twist on tonight's dinner. Check our website for listings in your area or today's recipe.